Hey Pokemon trainers, welcome to Training Riolu. We are hopping into the shiny Zapdos hunt. We're looking for the shiny, and I think we're getting a lot closer to it. So it's possible that we get it today. It is. It is. Well, I've been thinking about it. I feel like I had a dream that we got the shiny, but today is 600 to 700. I'll do like a 7 to 800 and an 800 to a 900 if we don't make it after this. But tomorrow we'll do a 2-hour stream. I'm sorry. We'll do a 4-hour stream for doing 200 resets. And Friday we've got a tournament going on. So I've got the shiny Pokemon for the tournament. I'm looking at the Pokemon, and they're. It's gonna be hard to like make synastry, make chemistry between these Pokemon, and so I've got to figure out a good way to do it, and I don't know. It seems tough, but there's a lot of different move sets and stuff like that. I mean, I could try and figure out a way to have like a good time with this and just try my hardest, but there's going to be some really good Pokemon out there. I know, like, so this is Boltz's tournament. Whoops. So this is 602. Sorry. This is Boltz's tournament that on Friday, and he spun the wheel. Boltz has dragon type Pokemon for his typing, and the number one Pokemon that is in Champions is like a Garchomp. So like I'm kind of like I got electric typing Pokemon, and Bolt's got dragon type Pokemon. So I feel like at some point, if I don't get eliminated, if we're making our way through any ranks, like we meet that Garchomp, you know what I mean? And there's some serious things that Garchomp can do to destroy a lot of Pokemon on my team. And so because I don't have like a high base stat on a lot of the Pokemon that I have, I don't think I'll be able to like survive a lot of like just straight attacks from a Garchomp. So that's what I've been finding, and one thing I'm worried about. But yo, what's up, DL? Yo, sorry about the wait, man. It's been a busy day, but yeah, I'm just kind of like considering what to do in this tournament, on Friday. But yeah, tonight I need to get my team set up and try to shiny hunt the rest of the I need like 4 more Pokemon for the shiny hunt for I need 4 more Pokemon for Saturday's stream. So I need to find a Knackley. I'll say that. I've never had a shiny Knackley before. I need to find a shiny Knackley. I will say that. But there should be a really fun chat battle on Saturday. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to showing off the gimmick and playing around with the team. But there you go. I've given you away a hint of the team that I'm bringing on Saturday. Yo, what's up, Virgil? Yo, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good week. We made it to the middle of the week. Happy hump day. You know what I'm saying? Man, how are you guys doing? I got to see my fur nephew today, and I played the shoved the stuffing back in his chewed up toy, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, he was disinterested in the second time we went out to go outside. He just wanted to go outside and be distracted. So we were out there just like walking around for a little while. Very good. Hell yeah. Yo, is it an incredible day? Oh shit. You know what? Are we at 700? No. Oh no. Yeah. We're yo, what the heck? We're at 706. What am I doing? My bad. 706. So, yo, I had 600 up, but we were actually 100 plus where we were. I left off at 700 after last stream. So, we went through Father almost 670 and Father almost 690, and I had a guess for 672, and we went through Prada 666. So, we're at 706, not 606. My bad. Glad I took advantage of the sale. I got my SD. Yo, yeah, that sale was like awesome on the SD card for the Switch 2. Good luck. Yo, thanks, Shedven fan. How's your day going, man? I need to make a prediction on when we're gonna get this shiny. Today? Yo, can we get it today? Yo, that'd be crazy. So 700. 754. That's my prediction. Shout out to Prada. Yeah. Yo, she was busting it out. She's like, get your Pikachus from the Pokemon Center. You know what I mean? Like it just dropped today. Get your Pikachus while you can, and then yo, check out this badass deal on the SD card for the Switch 2. Yo, great content, great stuff. Okay. Whoops. Man, forgive me. I'm a little like flustered. I was trying to get I ate a couple of big helpings of like this amazing pasta. It was really good. I put some garlic in there. I used like some wine and my secret recipe, and then mixed it all up. Got everything to a boil. You know, like it was rumbling, and it was delicious. Dinner was delicious. Food was delicious. But I was like trying to clean and get ready to come down and start streaming. And then Dialga was like, yo, I'm not going to make it to today's stream because it's taking so long. And I was like, ah. So I was trying to get everything all set up. And, yo, my bad. My bad for taking so long, guys. Last night, I stayed up and played Castle Crashers. I'm at the final boss on Castle Crashers on one of my characters, and I can't get past the final boss. There's like I'm at the last castle, and there's four bosses that you have to fight in a row. I'm at the third boss of the four, and he just summons like a ton of enemies. And I don't know, I can't beat him by myself, it seems like. Because I leveled my archery up to like max level, and I didn't do anything with my my attack and stuff like that. Like I don't have magic or attack. And so the only thing that I have that's powerful on Castle Crashers is my archery and my speed. So I can run around really fast, and I can like shoot arrows. And then like my defense is maxed out. So like I'm going up against these enemies and I last a long time, but I'm not fast enough to like destroy the enemies. So so I end up getting like blasted. I'm going to try and work towards like building up my magic. I'm not going to put anything into attack, but that's kind of the build I'm doing for my green soldier guy, my green knight for the Castle Crashers. Which is pretty fun, man. That's a fun game. It's silly. It's goofy. I think it came out... Well, it came out like 20-something years ago. That game came out. And so it holds up. It holds up really well. So I was playing that when I got to the final boss and I needed to take a break. I was like, all right. Let me hop into Marvel Rivals, and so I was checking out some stuff in Marvel Rivals because they introduced Devil Dinosaur to the cast of characters that you can play in Marvel Rivals. And so, with Devil Dinosaur, there's like this like story going on for Lunala Lafayette. And so I'm trying to finish that little Lunala Lafayette story. And I was working on that last night. So I could have probably shiny hunted the rest of the Pokemon that I need for Saturday, which is for chat battles. And I probably could have trained my Pokemon for the tournament, but I'm going to do that tonight. I'm doing that tonight. So after stream, I'm going to deal with, I'm going to find out some information in a phone call. And then I'm going to work on Pokemon. I'm going to try and get, I told Dialga this, and he's the only one who knows right now. But it's for Saturday, my team, it needs something. I need to find a shiny Knackley. So that's one Pokemon I'm gonna use for my gimmick on Saturday. I'm slowly releasing information to you guys about what team I'm using. Very slowly. Okay. Whew. It's been a crazy day today. I'd love to, I hope we get the shiny today. I feel like we're getting really close, right? Like, after 700 resets, it's like, dang, dude, we're gonna be getting this. It's got to pop up like at any second. So, I think from here on out, I think it's very likely that we find the shiny. On chat battles on Saturday, I'm not doing the mono electric type. What's up, Father Elmo? Welcome to the chat. He said, but sir, you have the electric type. Knackley is rock. That's true. That's right. I do have the electric type. On Friday, I'll use an electric type team. But on Saturday, I'm bringing a shiny Knackley to on Saturday. I'm bringing a shiny Knackley to chat battles. I'm gonna try. I don't know if we can necessarily we have to reset and wait for all. Please don't be a trick room team. No. On. Wait, are you talking about on chat battles? Telling strats is possible and possible teams while I'm lurking, listening within the distortion realm. Oh, dude, corruption. You trying to get insight? I haven't leaked a single thing about. Oh no, actually, all I've said about my electric team is that I did get my shiny Pokemon for the team. I went into the hyperspace and I would reset at the hyperspace hole over and over and over again. It had to be over like 200 times because it took me about 4 hours. So we'll say over 200 times. But I did get a team of shiny electric Pokemon, and that's all I can really say about my electric team. Sorry. And why the gimmick that I'm using is not a trick room team. Just found your channel. Yo, what's up, Joe? Welcome to the training Riolu. Yeah, Wyatt, on chat battles, I won't have a trick room team, but people can absolutely bring a trick room team if that's what they want to do. No, don't change the subject, sure. I would say Garganackle is either under trick room with iron defense and body press, and just stall with leftovers and recover. Or explosion. Yeah, no, I have a completely different gimmick this time. I know one chat battles I had an Oranguru that was busting out Trick Room. I know last chat battles I had a Trick Room Armor Rouge. Trick Room Armor Rouge was what I was trying to use to set up, guys. That was a fun set. I've been using the Trick Room Armor Rouge with Abomasnow to get Flash Fire. In like league in ranked battles on season 3, and I haven't lost yet. I think it's just in the Pokeball. Like in the Pokeball, I almost lost with it, but the Oranguru Trick Room team is what I can shut down. Yeah, no, I'm not using that either. I have a completely new gimmick for Saturday. Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna be doing chat battles in Pokemon Champions. I know Corruption wants to hop into Pokemon Violet. I don't have anything set up in Pokemon Violet, Corruption. So yeah, I have nothing set up in Violet, so I don't know how feasible that is. But we can probably spend like the last part of the stream, the last part of chat battles in Pokemon Violet. I remember that although the Trick Room didn't work against me though. Yeah. I got shut down. I got shut down a handful of times with my Flash Fire Abomasnow. Speaking of, please don't leave the game on. If you're gonna rage quit, at least have the decency to leave the lobby. Because last time you left it taking up space. Yeah, Wyatt, you were like in a slot in the lobby, and it almost seemed like you did it intentionally because you were upset that I brought in a Trick Room team. So yeah, that might not be the case, but that's what it seemed like, and I could see why it was frustrating. There's only like a certain amount of spaces in the lobby to like battle, and you took up like an entire space all on your own. So if you're upset, if you're gonna rage quit or whatever, just have the decency to back out of the game, and please don't rage quit. Yeah, everybody wants to battle you, man. Yeah, it's all for fun. Yeah, there's no stakes to these battles. It's just like, hey, we're hanging out, and I'd appreciate if you came through, like if you started a battle, just finish it. If you're not ready, you don't have to battle, and you're welcome to hang out. It's cool to be there. I'm glad if people are there. But when you're ready to hop into a team, hop in when you're ready, right? Don't come in and then just be like, well, I can't do this, and then leave. No, I'm not gonna do that. I want everyone to feel welcome, right, and allowed to play. But I would ask that you guys are considerate of each other. Like this is a place for support. This is a place for Pokemon. I don't want to exclude people if there's a way to include people. I'd rather include you guys and let you guys all be there, rather than say, oh well, hey, F off. Everybody has bad days. Maybe Wyatt was having a bad day, but it's, I agree. You don't have to fuck anybody over just because you're upset. I can understand if you're upset, and most people will get upset. Everyone does it. The stereotypical play my favorite game and every 3 seconds you want to break the controller. However, yeah, Father Elmo, yeah, be sure to at least leave the lobby if you're done playing the game. Yeah. I think that's solid. I think that's a solid rule. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if anybody does have to be excluded, I think I would reach out to you before saying like, hey, we can't do this anymore. I would reach out to you and make sure that we could work together to talk. And in the chat, guys, there's no need to fight. Wyatt, you're like, I know you heard something that you didn't want to hear from corruption, but there's no need to fight. It's all I would like to have a great time with you guys in chat. Let's do that instead. Yeah. And if you guys are gonna fight and stuff, I'm probably just not gonna read your comics. Man, yeah, I guess you all get to be yourselves, and this is Training Riolu. We're pretty supportive here. We wanna encourage the things going on, and this could be a cool place for Pokemon. So if you're bringing anger, if you're bringing frustration, you know, maybe take a break. You know what I mean? No, Father Elmo, we're not fighting. No need to fight. Oh God, man, no, I today I feel exhausted. I've spent a lot of the morning. What's the next shiny prediction? 754. Yes, 754. Do you guys have a number that we're going to land on for the shiny Zapdos? Because right now... Okay, Father Elmo said every 100 numbers with 67 or 69 he'd like to predict. And so we're going to that. So Father Elmo has two predictions right now, 767 and 769. And then my prediction is 754. And Jolteon fan predicted 999, but we're not going that far in today's stream. I need to get like my team built for Friday. I want to have that done today. You know what I mean? I want to be ready. So, no, I know. And like, I'd imagine like, it's not easy to, it's probably not easy for a lot of people to hear frustrations when it's like towards them, right? Like typically there's a common enemy, right? I had a long day too. I helped my grandparents with their luggage since they're going to Texas. My grandpa has, as an electrician, he's going to make a fence and deal with some indoor stuff. Hell yeah. Well, good job helping your pops out. Your grandpapa. GG's, man. Yeah. I was what I was saying, corruption. I think whenever like a frustration is, I imagine like yourself, right? Like if I was just some person that was gonna be upset with you, and I'm like, man, corruption. Every time you do this, whenever you do this, it drives me wild, right? It sucks to be on that end of someone's frustration. I think that's probably why it's coming from. Ally Switch needs to not be a move anymore. Okay, I know what you thinking, but if no one's going to remember this, so someone can use that combo, because no one used it. I'm just saying. But yeah, corruption. If you're on the end of someone's aggression, that's typically like a feed into like feed into like the anger. I know there's a lot of people that have anger. Anger is a feeling that we all have and we all, deal with. And it's okay to be angry. But like, I think what is missing and what a lot of people kind of like in this day and age, because we're all behind cameras or we're all behind like keyboards, we're all in our safety, right? We can feel like saying, when I get pissed off at games, I normally just blame the shit ass game instead of taking out on others. Yeah. Right? Typically there's a common enemy, right? Typically. But like I think I think people play. I was under the same frustration with Pokemon Champions, man. The reason we're playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is because I had a tough time losing so much in Pokemon Champions, and I know a lot of it is skill issue, which I want to like. I want to get better. Like I want to get better at Pokemon battling. But you kind of already have to know a lot. And the only way to learn, I think, is to spend time in it. So like, I don't know what Pokemon can learn what, right? I don't know what all the abilities do for certain Pokemon. But when you get that knowledge, like that's where my skill issue lies. I don't have that knowledge. I know some stuff, but the way that like Pokemon battling in Champions equates to like Pokemon games, right? That's why we came to like the easiest game in the world. Let's go Eevee. So I'm gonna be at their house. My grandma is also coming along because one, he's not a fan of flights. Scared of going 1,000 feet, thousands of feet above the ground or the ocean water. Yeah. He needs his wifey because he has issues. Okay, yo, that sounds adorable. And so I'm gonna be at their house for a week or two, depending on how long the project takes. I also had to deal with laundry, lunch, watering plants, cleaning bathroom, the house floor. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did some stuff today too. Best thing to do is just learn the game. Yeah, exactly, man. I need to learn. Don't rage quit. Rage quitting is a toxic mentality to have. Just got to research and keep playing. Yeah. Like sometimes, like I know why it, if you're still here, man, when we had our battle, like it seemed to me like my Pokemon came out and I used a move and you decided that the battle wasn't going to go your way. And I picked my team because it was like meant to be a silly gimmick, right? I wanted to have Flash Fire on my Abomasnow. And that was the only purpose of like Ally Switch, and that was the only purpose of like putting up Trick Room. Is just the only thing I was trying to do was get Flash Fire on my Abomasnow. So that doesn't it doesn't equate to I'm gonna annihilate you in this game, right? But the best way to beat a meta abuser is prioritize the hell out of the best Pokemon, and then you get the hang of it. Right. And sometimes battling isn't necessarily about like abuse. Pokemon isn't about abuse. What are you saying? Are you saying that it's okay for the guy that fought Ash and got rid of his Chimchar? I'm not trying to be toxic. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So there's probably some sort of common ground we can all play at, yeah? Like some easy level of like relaxation. I disagree on Ally Switch. I like making my opponent feel goofy. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. That is kind of what when you do play around with where your Pokemon are at and they're trying to target a certain thing. That could be funny. Yeah. I think the intention was not to upset anybody though. I was just trying to get Flash Fire on my Abomasnow, which most people didn't even have fire Pokemon. Most people didn't. Most people didn't even have fire Pokemon on the team, man. I'll say it again. Competitive singles, it kills me before I kill you, and competitive doubles is chess. Many predictions and strategizing compared to singles. Yeah, and things don't work out the way that. Yeah, things don't work out the way that we always plan. That's hot. Adapt and lock in. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Which, I'm glad I took a break from Champions because going back into chat battles is super enjoyable. Like, it is a lot of fun, like, seeing what you guys are bringing to the table. Yo, man, I don't know how many times I've talked about like that Hisuian Typhlosion winning against you know, the fucking missed Shadow Ball, the not used Shadow Ball, and beating a Mega Chandelure at the end. That was crazy, dude. Want to know a strat? Father, oops. Want to know a strat I wanted to do in the battle against Wyatt? I don't do singles as I used to, but doubles is the reason why it's more fun than singles. I'll sometimes do singles, but don't expect me to be good. Singles is just go first, kill. Yeah, you gotta hit the hardest and fastest. Go first, kill first, or stall out the timer, being bulky and make the opponent close the game. Yeah, man. Yeah, battling in Pokemon it's a much different field. Yo, and I'm glad I took a break from Champions, because like hopping into Pokemon Let's Go Eevee has been like really, really relaxed. It's been super chill. Having the like goal of catching your guys' shinies is awesome. Like that's been a lot of fun. Because shiny hunting in this game is like a bit more challenging than some of the other games for sure. But we've been really successful with the shinies that we've ended up getting in this game, and that was pretty awesome. So that was like a much needed reprieve from Pokemon Champions, and I think Champions and Pokemon battling definitely sets you up to a point where it's like, okay, this matchup sucks. Like there's no way I can beat this matchup, so I lost this one. And so I think that's why a lot of people are like forfeiting in Champions and stuff like that, which kind of takes away from the fun of the game, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't hit Master League, and I'm okay with that. But I do like that there's another way to shiny hunt. I got to Masters Ball. Oh man, I got to Masters in singles a few days ago. Yo, it's really not that hard. Hell yeah. I wanted to use a fire type move that causes a burn, and then use Yawn to put the Pokemon to sleep. While the Pokemon is burned, of course. Yo, what? The only Pokemon that breaks the rules is that is Mega Blaziken. That's why I prioritize the best Pokemon, so none of that happens. Well, I'm not gonna have a sweaty team on Saturday. It's gonna be a gimmicky team, and it's got a flashy move. So you'll probably win Wyatt. You know, if we battle, you'll probably see a win. And that if that's what you're going for, man, yo, that's what you'll probably get from my team. As I said, I'm bringing in a shiny Garganacl, and I'm gonna go hunt that tonight. You know, sleep powder is worse to deal with, but burn it, see what's going on. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know you could burn a Pokemon and then yawn it to sleep. Is that a thing? One setup Pokemon on lead, and then bring 2 fast hyper offensive Pokemon. Yeah, dude. Yeah, do you see anybody with Trick Room in singles? Do you see anybody bringing in Trick Room Pokemon on singles? That'd be kind of funny. Mega Houndoom is what the burn Pokemon is going to be? Oh, Corruption. Is Mega Houndoom the burn Pokemon? Sleep is annoying, but it's heavily nerfed. Yeah. It used to be 2 guaranteed turns, right? Like or at some point there's like 2 guaranteed turns. Yeah, sleep has been nerfed. Hell yeah. That's funny. So, you know, like I haven't played Champions too much, but I didn't see a lot of people using like rest. Only 1 turn to sleep, and then the next is a 33% chance to wake up. It feels like a coin flip, and then it's guaranteed to wake up. So basically fake out. Okay. Yeah, it's just you're getting flinched. Sleep is just a guaranteed flinch. Yeah, sleep was 2 to 5 turns. I think it was a guaranteed like 2 turns though. Okay, yeah, guaranteed 2, and then it could be 5. Yeah. Sleep was awesome. I'm more of a Pokemon Violet competitive player. Dude, yeah, I don't have a competitive team in Violet. I haven't even opened up Violet recently. I know you wanted to bring Violet, like battles to Violet maybe. We can do that, man. You can show off your team, but that's basically gonna be it. I'm not gonna be much of a challenge in Violet. So like at the end of the stream, we could probably hop into Violet, and I just don't have anything set up in there, and frankly, I don't think we'll have time this week. I don't think I'll have time this week to set up a team in Violet. Like, what I'll do is just bring in some. Oh man, that sucks. I know I brought a lot of my team from my playthrough in Violet over to home, so I don't think I have those Pokemon anymore. Yeah, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna battle you with. I know we have like Shiny Koraidon and Shiny Miraidon still in Violet. So yeah, they're not trained. They're not trained at all. So you could basically battle like the story team corruption. I'm not sure if you want to do that, but yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for Violet, and I don't think I'll be ready by Saturday. Swampert doesn't scare me. There's 2 grass types near its doorstep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Mega Sceptile was being talked about being pretty hardcore recently. I could trade you some Pokemon for you to have a team to use. Okay, yeah. We might need to do that on Saturday, but I'll trade them back to you. But be aware, dude. Like I'm not like the best battler either. I could try and predict you and stuff like that. But I'd imagine typically my predictions are going to be wrong. My predictions are going to be wrong. Speaking of predictions, do any of you guys know what Shiny Zapdos we're going to land on today? We're at 728. I'm going to 800. So in between now and 800, do you guys think we're going to get a Shiny Zapdos? Swampert scared me because I have to run Mono Rock type. Yeah, dude. Didn't include Venusaur? How slow it is? Which is sad because it's my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, dude. You don't have like a space or like a setting for like a bulky like tank. There's probably you could probably set up Venusaur without being a Mega, right? Without being a Mega. You could probably set it up to be a tank. It's slow, but not too slow. The only thing that scares me is fighting types. Corruption. The only thing that scares you is fighting type. Yeah, you got normal. You got one of the best typings though. You got one. I got a pretty good typing too. I got electric typing. I think I got fortunate. But the Pokemon pool for electric typing Pokemon in I forgot to say this too, but like it's like Electros, Luxray, and then it's like all the Pikachu clones and Raichu. So I'm really glad that we got Raichu X and Y. I don't know how to use those yet, but I might look into that. I made an opposite Charizard team that gives Mega Charizard YA players nightmares. Not the best typing, but he's got some great options. Yeah, normal typing has some great options. Hi, Kayla. Welcome to Training Riolu. I'm glad you're here. How's your day going? Riolu, don't forget ground is immune to electric. Yeah, dude, I know. I know. So I'm kind of thinking like, how do I implement like grass moves? My thought process around the tournament on Friday is like, my biggest weakness is ground, yeah. And most of my Pokemon, a couple, I don't know, maybe a couple of my Pokemon can float or be above it. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Hell yeah. Tailwind is not going to help at all. Oh wait, Mega Swampert speed is 140 in the rain. Tailwind's not going to help at all. 140 is pretty good. I do have Tailwind setups and max HP on Venusaur. Yeah, dude, ground is immune to electric typing. I need to find a way around ground types. My biggest concern is Garchomp, right? My biggest concern, and I think a lot of people's concern, is going to be Garchomp in the tournament. Right? I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I think so. Hi, Prada. Welcome to the chat. I'm happy you're here. Oh, we didn't get the shiny on 666. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we didn't get it. I'm sorry. Then send some back to their perspective. I say the best typing is flying. Snapesy just auto wins. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might have some luck against Snapesy if we can get matched up. But I feel like my luck, I'm going to get matched up with ground type right off the bat. The almost the majority of, because aren't from other Pokemon. What? Corruption, what? I want to say the almost majority of types aren't from other games. What? Wait, are you talking about electric type Pokemon? Because I've got all the Pikachu clones that are available to me, and I've got like Luxray and Electros for electric type. M109. Oh wait, hold on. M109E. That's categorically wrong, dude. Wait. Yeah, paid to win is the reason why Pokemon Champions is having trouble. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know if so like if you pay money in Pokemon Champions, all that does is like unlock a couple of like Pokemon that you can get from the pass. Like there's no like locked items or anything like that. Yo, what's up, Glitch Kids? It's been a while. That sentence gave me an aneurysm. Yo, I was struggling, Corruption. Almost the majority of Pokemon aren't from other Pokemon games. Yeah, Goldango did get nerfed. Same with like Annihilape, yeah. Actually a little more, but oh well, yeah. We're a little bit over halfway. Yeah, I was gonna say Champions isn't pay to win. It's just annoying that they get benefits on making more teams. Yeah, like if you pay, you can make, like, have more storage. I think that's probably valuable. Like, but I've been sending Pokemon back to Pokemon Home. I had like 3 Furfroos. I had 3 Furfroos in Pokemon Home, and I was like, I don't think I need these. I don't think I'm going to use Furfrou. That's what I'm happy about. Oh, you're happy that Goldango got nerfed? I think I missed something. There's a tournament on Friday. There's a few of us in the chat that are signed up for the tournament. And we're talking about Pokemon Champions and like we're talking about stuff around the tournament. But I'm not hosting the tournament, but the host came to the Discord chat and asked if anybody wanted to sign up. And so there's some people signing up in the tournament. I had a stroke and accidentally sent the chat the way. we're all having strokes and aneurysms out here, corruption. Yo, sorry, dude. Goldango ruined Pokemon Legends ZA ranked? Did it ruin ranked? No, man, I don't think so. I think ZA ranked is pretty easy. I don't think it's... I like the style of battling in ZA, so I'll say that. Yeah. Like, I think it's interesting when Pokemon flood the ranks in ZA. Like, that's really interesting because I just keep bringing in Mimikyu. I just keep bringing in Wobble, my Meowstic, and I keep bringing in you know, either Lucario. Sometimes I've brought in Absol. Sometimes I've brought in like Garchomp. Oh, what's up, Alex? But yo, ranked seems easy. Like, anybody could pick up ranked, and I think perform, right? In Legends ZA. But in Champions, not everybody can make it to Master League. I think. I don't know if it's just a matter of time. Maybe it's just a matter of time. But it feels like not everybody can pick up ranked in Champions and like make it to Master Ball. I'm not doing any tournament. I play it when I want to. Okay, hell yeah. Xerneas ruined Season 2. I had to put Poison Jab on my Sharpedo just to have a fairy killing move. Season 3, every single team on their mamas. Wait, on their mamas? It was Mewtwo, Xerneas. Oh, yeah. Mewtwo, Xerneas, and Garchomp. Everybody did have that going down. I did hear rumors about that. Season 4 was the villain in Pokemon Legends EA rank. Yeah, Season 3 was rough. Like, every single team was practically that. Then Goldango dropped, and he gave us the ability to use more Pokemon freely. Okay, Xerneas. Yeah. Legends about the Xerneas. Yeah, there was a big surge of Xerneas in one of the seasons. It was kind of neat. I liked last season. Everybody could use multiple legendary Pokemon, and it seemed like people were still like, no, I'm gonna bring in these sets of Pokemon. They're like, I might not do legendaries. A lot of people were like a full team of legendaries, and some people were like, no, I'm just bringing in my normal Pokemon. And so it was really like getting to through from D through A. That was pretty difficult because of all the legendary Pokemon, I think. But I struggled from D to B, I think. But after B, once I got to B, I was like, fine. I was like, okay, I'm better. I felt it in my chest, in my mind. Everything I was saying was like affected by how shitty I was doing from D to B. And then I felt better after like winning a couple matches and getting to A. Man, that was rough though. That was rough. Yveltal was never used. It was hardly used in ZA, yeah. Not well. Yveltal wasn't used well. I remember Zygarde being top 3 best mon in Season 3. Mewtwo dropped? Never saw Zygarde again. Oh, Mewtwo dropped. Never saw Zygarde again. Yeah, everyone brought Mewtwo. I liked in, I really liked ZA. I like the battling style in ZA. Do you think, I think we're, yeah. I think in the main series games, we're probably going back to, since Mewtwo knew Ice Beam, and it had good coverage with Xerneas, it countering the poisons and Xerneas countering the dark and resisting bugs. It was strong and annoying team. Yeah, that's a pretty solid core. And then everybody had Zygarde. A lot of people had Zygarde last season too. When does the new season come out? Do you guys know? California just had a 5.6 magnitude earthquake. Oh shit. Were they using Rhyperior out there? That's wild though. I was just recently talking about fault lines and stuff like that. Yo, hopefully everyone's okay. I know 5.6 on the Richter scale That's not the worst, right? So hopefully nobody got injured. But yeah, that is notable. Yo, man, the Earth's talking. I mean, yeah, earthquakes are just tectonic plates like friction against each other, moving towards against each other, creating friction. Both legendaries, so strong stats. One had a mega, one had a broken move with long-lasting buffs, making it hard to kill and catch up when fleeing. Yeah, Xerneas and Mewtwo. And then Garchomp. Yeah, Garchomp seems to be number one, yeah? Groudon be moving underground, right? Yeah. Man, I was just, and like, my viewpoint of the state of America right now is interesting because I feel like New York is kind of a beacon. Congratulations on yesterday, New York. And then, which is interesting because sometimes California is also like, sometimes is a beacon of like what to look to for America. And I don't think California has got any, is nowhere near where it typically is as far as like how people view America. Right now, I think there's a lot of people that scoff at California. And that's interesting. That's an interesting, it's interesting how things are, right? Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah, New York's fucking killing it. It's like, might as well just move to New York. The rest of America's going to shit. I think the 368 powered earthquake from Excadrill. Yeah, Corruption. Your wild and crazy Excadrill that you brought to Kanto. You got all the awakening powers going. You brought your Excadrill to California, and just while it was there, it made an earthquake. People outside of New York scoff at New York City. Yeah, I know, right? You guys have been through, years of the media painting New York a certain way, and I don't know if it's ever really been that way. The media has always okay, right? The Warriors, okay? That was like New York. That was like the media's version of what New York is. Like Crocodile Dundee goes to America and he has a walkabout in New York, and it's all like muggings and it's interesting, right? Like I like there's a dichotomy of how New York has been viewed over the years. Like in the DC, right? In the DC universe, there's a Gotham City and there is a Metropolis. And for a long time, people just considered both to be New York. I don't think Gotham City is in New York anymore. I think it's like they moved it to New Jersey or something like that. The DC universe is like now making sense to like where it is on a map. But I think for a long time, people considered Gotham City and Metropolis to be located close enough in proximity to be in New York. Like, so there's this like flourishing almost because of Superman, and there's a state of like sunshine, and while all these bad things are happening, New York has Superman there to like protect the ideals of people. Feel bad for Mega Zygarde. Like the gimmick to that Mega. Yeah, it seemed neat. I liked Mega Zygarde in ZA. I've never used it, but I learned about it last stream we did ranked battles. I learned that like as it loses its health, it like just fucking Mega evolves. So that's kind of wild. Yeah, I fell for that trap quite a few times. But yeah, it's always interesting because then there's the Metropolis, which is like, we're running the newspaper. People rely on their news sources. There's a level of hope because of Superman. There's crime and stuff, but you know, but Superman's here to save the day, and so that's how the DC depicts like Metropolis, New York, and then there's Gotham City, which is like people are corrupt, villains are people, but they have to step up to be in masks because Batman's in a mask, and so it's like there's this other side of what DC considers New York, which is like the underbelly, right? Mega Floette looks disturbingly disgusting. Oh dang, corruption. Oh no. So corruption just opened up Pokemon Champions, and then like somebody threw their Pokeball, and then this Mega Floette like jump scared and filled up the whole screen, and corruption had to be like, oh, you know, like you got destroyed by this crazy tailed flower Pokemon. mega Pokemon. Yo, why do you think the Floette's disgusting? That's hella funny. Like I know like I know there's like realistic drawings of Pokemon, right? I think Mega Floette's realistic drawing would be probably pretty tough to handle. It'd be tough to digest, yeah? Like, what am I looking at? I just used my Giratina to obliterate it? Hell yeah, okay. You didn't get jump scared. You're like, no, I deal with jump scares every day. I eat jump scares for breakfast. There we go. Get floor cannoned. Get floor cannoned, brother. Oh, yeah. I've been having multiple strokes today. Oh, no. Mega Floette looks disturbingly disgusting. Nah, I just used... Oh, okay. I used my Giratina to obliterate it. Okay. I thought that was like a fusion of Justin use. I got what you were putting... I picked up what you were putting down, though. But yo, Father Elmo... Get floor cannoned, brother. I need to stop typing? Like, Jesus Christ, these strokes are getting worse. Oh, man. Yeah, drink water, everybody. Yo, I need to get hydrated too, honestly. I need to get hydrated. Oops. Man, I hope we find the shiny today. I guess we're getting close to 754. I need to pay attention to that. And then after that, I think Father Elmo's the only one with predictions. So 767 and 769. Those will be Father Elmo's prediction. If we do land on a prediction, I will open up 3 packs of trading cards. And then any hits, if I land on your prediction, I'll mail you the hits. So that's the plan. If we get the shiny, I'll open a pack of cards anyway. It's not dehydration, it's my brain trying to adjust to waking up. Oh, okay, yo, good morning. Good morning, Corruption. Yo, it's funny. Usually when Bolts is streaming, that's when I'm starting to wake up or like getting coffee and stuff like that. So yeah, this Friday's gonna be kind of rough. I'm gonna be like waking up to do the I'm gonna be waking up to do the stream. I'm streaming the tournament. I don't know if you guys are I know most of you guys are probably going to be in Bolt's stream, but I might just record it and and send it out. Good evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. It's like 5:20 here. Yeah. Yo, I don't know if you saw in the Oh yeah, you don't have Discord. So in the Discord, I was kind of like sharing what I was doing today, but at some point I was like, I need to eat food. Well, I made like spaghetti and meatballs, and in the spaghetti sauce, I put some garlic. Chat just died. My internet looks okay. I didn't drop any frames. Oh, you mean like people are gone? Yeah, they'll come. They usually come in and out. Usually it's like 6 people, 1 person, or 6 people, 2 people. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's just how it is. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm sorry if sorry if we're not keeping up to get chat excited today. Yo, I was hoping we'd get the shiny. But yeah, good call. Good call, and letting me thanks for letting me know about chat. Checking behind the scenes. Sorry, man. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm here. Don't worry. Okay, yo, there's Father Elmo. There we go. It went from 5 to 9 people, and then they just got Thanos. Yo, I know, it was like real fast too, right? Sometimes the numbers like aren't accurate. There was a stream the last couple of days where on the concurrent viewers I could see like 1 person, but then it was like 3 people were chatting. So I don't know. Sometimes the numbers are off. I think it's probably a YouTube thing, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I got home and I was like, oh dude, I'm so hungry. I need to eat some food. I grabbed, like a jar of Prego and a jar of like this other Italian like spaghetti sauce, and I dumped those in, and then I made up some meatballs. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Yeah, dude, I don't know. The numbers aren't always accurate. Well, and I don't know if it counts certain things too. Like, I think if somebody's viewing on like certain devices, then I might not see it. Like, it doesn't show up as like a concurrent viewer. So yeah. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? So I'm simply testing the team in casuals to get an understanding on what to do. Okay. That's a good idea. Are you going into like battle and then there's like casual battles? Is there like an option for casual battles that aren't ranked? They're not in ranked? But yeah, dude, I wish you the best of luck with your rock team. I know that's a tough typing to like get issued and come up with a battle strategy. But honestly, the way that Champions is set up right now, there's probably only a couple of typings that are like going to be set up to like win. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but like there's probably only there's probably only a handful of typings that have like good Pokemon that could carry. You know, that's what I think I'm saying. But yeah, I started to try to talk about the food that I made, but it ended without going into it. I made some spaghetti and meatballs, and it was delicious. It was absolutely chef's kiss. That was the point of the story. But yeah, I feel like Rock's got kind of some diversity. There's probably some defensive Pokemon. There's probably some fast Pokemon, you know what I mean? And then yeah, you got like Mega Aerodactyl. That's kind of neat. Wide Guard is going to be useful for yeah, knowing who has Wide Guard is probably going to be useful too. But like any moves that are going to hit 2 Pokemon, you need to be able to block against that kind of shit. Man, I don't know if I get Wide Guard, and so that's frightening because Earthquake is going to be there. You know what I mean? Earthquake is going to destroy my teams. So I have to have a defense around around ground type Pokemon. I need to be worried about Swampert too. I don't know. I don't know yet. I was looking through the movesets. It's interesting how some of these Pokemon are used in ranked right now. I'll say that. But like some of the move, I need to figure out how to organize the movesets. Cause I'm gonna be setting up the team tonight, and I'm curious as to how to organize the team. But yeah, yo, and there's some items locked behind VP right now too. And I was thinking, yo, I need to get a couple things behind VP. I don't have. Oh shit, we're at 752. My prediction for today is 754. Got a couple more resets and we'll be at my prediction. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do to counter a lot of the weakness, the weakness that I have. Father Elmo should be concerned about fighting in ice, as well as steel types, and grass and water. Yeah, he's got a lot of weaknesses on rock. Also doing damage calculation to see how I want to Eevee train some of these Pokemon. If I should sacrifice some speed. If I can outspeed a Pokemon at certain points. Okay. That's probably cool. Yo. What? Yeah, I don't. Yes, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know that kind of stuff, man. That's why I think you're gonna do well in the tournament. Because I don't know that stuff. I don't know how to calculate. I don't know how to calculate movesets and shit like that, dude. How things are gonna, how fast things are gonna be. Like all I really know is like, oh, people put 252 in this stuff. You know, like speed or 252 in attack. And I'm not sure where like speed needs to cap out at or anything like that. Yeah, a third of the tournament. I only have 1 weakness and 1 immunity. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going to hit you for neutral damage, dude. I think a lot of people would like to have that option. Have the normal option. I know you were like kind of upset you didn't get dark type or ghost type, but dude, you're in a good spot. Have you been setting up your team? Okay, this is my prediction, 754. I have some workarounds. Yeah, workarounds for a third of the tournament. Yeah, dude, you're probably gonna be fine. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, when I have something for grass, something for Swampert, specifically since it's the best water type, period. So of course someone will bring it. Yeah, 2 people could, right? Santa? This one's gonna be the shiny. Yo, this is my prediction right here. Hopefully we get it, right, Santa? Yo, I hope so. Santa, is your profile picture a Mimikyu? Or like something like a Mimikyu? It's pretty adorable. Oh, man, it's not shiny. Okay. All right. I was wrong about my prediction, as per usual. But yeah, like I've been saying from day one, though, I think it's going to be between 800 and 900. But we'll see. We'll see. But thanks, Santa. Yo, thanks for the support. Welcome to Training Riolu. I'm happy you're here. Oh, shit. Did I... Yo, I forgot to put the Discord in the chat today. Here, dang, I think there's a couple of new people today too. But hey, if you're new to Training Riolu, you're welcome to join the server. I usually post when we're streaming or like what's going on, and then we've done some watch parties. Oh shit, today's Wednesday. I don't know if, yo, today's supposed to be watch party today. And then Friday, I also have something for physical mons like Mega Metagross. Garchomp. Garchomp is one of my biggest worries. Yeah, mine too. Well, that's the thing. The boxes are locked at 30. I can't move Pokemon to home because the Pokemon I have in the boxes are either gifts or somewhere else. Oh, interesting. You can't move Pokemon to home? Weird. Like I feel like you should be able to bring Pokemon from champions to Pokemon home. I think. Got to start doing ranked battles. You can get more box spaces each time you go up in a tier. Yo, does that count over seasons? Do you get more space every season? Is that how that works, Father Elmo? I have to go now. It's 6:30 a.m. right now. Getting ready for school. Bye, buddy. Okay, Santa. Yo, thanks for popping in. I hope you have a good day. Have a good day at school. Yo, 6:30. Is that... Yo, where would that be? What is 6:30 in the... Yo, is that Australia? I think that's Australia, yeah? Or, that part of the world? Yo, okay, well, thanks for coming here from 6:30, where it's 6:30 in the morning. You can also release some Champions gift Pokemon too. Yeah. To be honest, they need to update the boxes where it's more than 30. Nah, it stays the same cap. Okay. At that point, I wouldn't worry about box space. That's some bullshit. Okay, yeah, dude. That sucks. Yeah, I was yo. Oh, India. Oh, cool. Yo. Well, have a great day at school. Santa, I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. I'll look forward to seeing you again. If you're available on Saturday, we're doing chat battles at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time that would be in India. But have a good day at school, man. Yo, thanks for stopping by. Imagine season 106. And you have like 2,060 box spaces. Yeah, dude. That's how it should be. That's how it could be, right? That's how they could do it. Like make the boxes as big as home. Okay. Dang. We are getting up to 767, which is Father Elmo's prediction. Yeah, I'll try coming. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Santa. cool, guys. We're gonna get Santa to join chat battles. That'll be cool. Yeah, yeah. Usually, chat battles are pretty fun streams. I really enjoy doing chat battles with you guys. So I like doing ranked battles with you guys too. When we do ranked Z to A, man, those streams are a lot of fun too. Well, I mean, this is I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of fun most of the time, but I feel like a lot of these conversations are like more like gears are turning, people are thinking, we're having like conversations about what you guys are doing and stuff like that. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. We get lore sometimes. Lore drops are nice. And these conversations here are like more like sitting at the table, right? We're sitting at the table and talking, and sometimes we're playing games too. So when the game's happening, typically you guys are pretty helpful, which is pretty cool. I am super worried about a Nuzlocke. Here's a missed opportunity for Redbox. They missed the opportunity to put snacks in. For real. I was thinking the same thing. There was one time I was dating this girl, and we went and got some Redbox movies just for a cute date. And I was like, man, wouldn't it be sweet if they had Skittles here at this vending machine too? Dude, we had the same idea, Corruption. We had the same idea, man. That's crazy. Yo, I remember we picked up a movie, and I'm not big into like war movies. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not into like war movies. But the girl that I was with picked out like a war movie, and it sucked, man. I was in the military, I was in the Navy, but like I'm not a big war movie buff. So yeah, man, I thought that Zapdos had like a big reddish orange beak, and I was like, we did it, no, but I was wrong. But yeah, you're right. They needed like popcorn, they needed like Snickers, they needed like Reese's Pieces and Skittles, Starbursts. They need to have like those like vending machine snacks for red boxes. You're right, dude. Yeah, boy. You was in the Navy? Yeah. I served on the Dwight D. Eisenhower. Okay, 762. Father Elmo, we're getting close, man. We're almost at 767. Are you gonna do the jig? Are you gonna do the Are you gonna do the thing? When we get there? And then right after that we'll be at 69. Because I have a feeling we're gonna make it through this stream without getting the shiny. I don't know why, man. I'm getting the feeling we could definitely get it before the end of stream. But I'll be very, very surprised if we get it today. I've been guessing from day one that we get it between 800 and 900. I've been guessing from day one, so I think we get it next stream. One of my uncles on my dad's side was in the Navy. Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah. So my grandpa was in the Navy. My older brother was in the Navy. I was in the Navy, and then my little brother joined the Air Force. I think he chose the right branch. He learned from our mistakes. Which, no, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a mistake to be in the Navy. But like, the Air Force has better food. Come on, guys. The Air Force has much better food. There's a lot of people that served in the military that will kind of like, there's like a centricity around like making fun of each other. My dad was in the Army. Okay, yeah. There's like a centricity around making fun of like being in a different branch, right? I don't fall into that, like, dick measuring contest. I'm not like, oh, you were in the Marines, oh, you must like be this, right? Like, that's not cool. Yeah, to me it's like, I'm not gonna label people stuff, and I'm not gonna make anyone, I don't want to be responsible for belittling someone's rate in service. That seems weird to me. But there is a culture around that in the military. Like, there's a lot of people that do that. So to me, like, we all signed up, we all gave away our rights to serve, we all sacrificed time with our families. That's what the service really is for everybody that goes in and joins. So like, for people in different branches of the military to be like, oh yeah, you guys suck. Dude, you're going through the same shit I am. You know what I mean? But I think my brother chose the right service, because I think, like, a lot of people call it the chair force. Like, that's kind of the centricity, like that joking way, like, people make fun of the Air Force for being like the laziest branch. That's not true. My roommate was in the Air Force. He knows a bunch of stuff about like airplanes. Like, he's knowledgeable, and he's just like, he's probably one of the best people I've ever met. But like, I don't think the time in the military determines that, or what you do in the military determines that. I was an electrician, and it was cool. I really enjoyed the job, and I would have enjoyed being an electrician in the Army. I would have enjoyed being an electrician in the Marines. I would have enjoyed being an electrician in the Air Force. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? Should have done more push-up, little bro. One more push-up. One more push-up. Oh, okay, yeah. So like, because that conversation happened a lot, the furthest I was willing to go was to be like, my joke, like, the only thing that I would say is like, oh, you're in the Marines? Oh, you're like the Navy's little sister. And that's like as far as I would go. Like, because like the Navy was the branch of the military where the Marines started. So it was kind of like a historical joke, and it tied like into the institution of the Navy starting the Marines. Yeah, we're here. It's your prediction, Father Homo. Look at these beautiful numbers. That 6 is surrounded. You know what I mean? If we get the shiny right now, I'm gonna name it like Alpha, like Generation Alpha. Gen Alpha. I'm just gonna name it Alpha. We'll know what we're talking about. Okay. Bruh, Bolts is gonna be like, why is that number still a thing? Yeah, man. It's interesting. I feel like every generation goes through the previous generation, looking back at the last generation or the newest generation doing whatever the hell they do, right? That makes them... Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. No, don't do that, bro. Don't name it Alpha. Don't name it Alpha. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. You know what that Pokemon would be. All right. If we get it on 769, we got to call it something far more inappropriate. Far more inappropriate. You know what I mean? Okay. Here we go, Father Elmo. Can we get this? Can we get this shiny? I was thinking we could call it Zatio instead of Zapdos. And then you're going to have to like figure that one out. I'm not going to explain that one. I was thinking, oh yeah, never mind. What? Come on, man. All right, Father Elmo. We didn't get it on this cent. This 100. Yeah, that's what I meant. Cent. What? We didn't get it on this centuple. Wait, what would it be? What is 100? When you're referring to 100 and you use the word cent. Yeah, time to wait another 98 and 100 counters. Yeah. We'll get there, man. Yeah, now it's 18 plus stream. Yeah. I always marked that it's not for kids. On when I set up stream, there's like a tab that's like, is this for kids? I'm like, I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. We might get into some interesting conversations. So I try to be kid friendly. But I always mark on the YouTube that we're not kid friendly. I mean, but I try. I just honestly, I want it to be everybody friendly. You know what I mean? Everybody could be here. I'd rather be inclusive than be exclusive. I don't want to exclude anybody. Okay, so 771. I think I'm going to make another prediction. If we get it, it's probably going to be 789. 789. Yeah, so along the lines of what you're saying, Corruption, I was going to name it Zapigulus. Because it's, the other one. In that number, right? Yeah, okay. I explained it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What is 278113? Oh, that was from Yu-Gi-Oh! 278113 was the code to get into the lobby for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo, Yu-Gi-Oh! On yesterday was wild, dude. Like, I could see how that game could be fun. But it took some people like almost a good 5 minutes to set up their decks, to set up like their turn. Man, that is wild. It takes 5 minutes to set up your turn. That's a long time to be waiting. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Pokemon was like that, where you had to wait like 5 minutes before someone made a move? I'm glad we don't have to deal. I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. I hiccuped and it felt like that was the first time that's ever happened to me. It's like, what's happening to my body? I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody's prediction. Okay. Assassin thinks we're gonna get it at 1,034. Glitch Kid said we're gonna get it at 1,365. And then someone said 1366. That's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You gotta sit through it. What the hell, dude? That was crazy. Yo, Pokemon would not be playable if people were waiting that long. You know what I mean? What if you had to just like tap? Like if there was, do you know how like some games are like two swords will like clash, right? Two swords will clash and then you have to like tap to like protect yourself. What if you had to like tap for 5 minutes to like try and like protect yourself, dude? No, yo, what the hell? I don't know. Yeah, it was wild. It was kind of neat. There was some really interesting, like it was cool to see some of the animations finally like happen. And somebody did it like a bunch of times, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? They're bringing in their big guns. I sat through a 15-minute turn. Yo, Virgil, I could have used your help, man. I know you were at work, but like my first like set of like everything that happened, like I played against Luna, I played against Assassin, and I think I played against Luna again. I think I lost every match. But there was a couple battles that I was like, all right, I'm bringing in chat, and they'll play for me. You know, like this is my card. Chat, you know, I'll bring in, and they, like these people came in and just wiped the floor with Assassin and Luna. And then and Snapesy came in too. And he came in and he like set it up like he could let me get some HP damage on him. I was like, oh, okay, this is looking pretty good. And then he just like evolved his Yu-Gi-Oh card and then fucking like wiped me away. So yeah, that was fun. It was fun though. That was a good time. $7.99 to $8.69. Yeah, dude, I think we get it. I think we get it in the 800s too. If you want me to open 3 packs though, I would say narrow you can make a few predictions, like but just narrow it down, you know what I mean? Because like Bolt said 0 to 1365. I'm not going to open 3 packs of cards for Bolts, even though that's what he guessed. Corruption, you already said 500 to 900. That's one of the guesses that you made. I'll write this one down too, but if I'll write it down and you'll be right if we get it. But I won't open 3 packs of cards just because there's so many numbers. You know what I mean? But if you make like a few predictions, like if you do like a few predictions that are like Father Elmo was gonna go one after another. I was like, nah, I'm not really counting that either. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you go like, you know, 826 or like 888 and 892, I'll count that. I'll count that. I would never imagine sitting on waiting 15-minute turn. I could just take a shit, come back and they'll be deciding the same turn. Yeah, right? Like I hate when you have to poop when you're playing Pokemon. Yeah, I guess that could be an issue, right? Seven, 8, 9. All right, I'm gonna guess 7, 8, 9. It's out there, you know, free. It's out there free. So I'll take that prediction. I think if I land on my prediction, I'll open 3 packs of cards too. Like, that seems good. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, though. I don't know, man. I don't think It's all about interactions, though. Yeah. Right. It was cool that the chat came in and they seemed to have fun too. Like there was a guy named Wheel, and I think his name was like something Hardy. I can't remember. And then there was another guy named like Lo Siento. Wait, what was his name? There was another guy. It wasn't Padre Elmo. Yo, what was that guy's name? There's another guy though, and he came. It was Vamos or something like that. Something Vamos. I mean, if I'm petty. When using a stall team, then surely I can wait 15 minutes for a turn. 777 is my one-time prediction. Oh, dude, we missed it. It's not shiny. No, oh dang! I think there's a delay on the stream. I just saw me not get the 777. Oh, sorry, Father Elmo. Dang, dude. Does today kind of feel off for anybody? I think for me it's off because I didn't spend time with my friend today, and typically on Wednesdays I'll see my friend in the morning. I think that's what it is. Yo, I was just joking. There was somebody named like Vamos or something like that. But hey, Padre Elmo, welcome to the chat, dude. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, sorry 777 didn't make it, Father Elmo. My bad, dude. I would have counted it. If we got it shiny and that chat came up, I would have counted it. Cuz on the stream I could see that you guessed it beforehand. Yeah. Does anybody else feel like today's been off though? Like typically on Wednesdays I'll meet with my friend in the morning. Oh. I just found Father Elmo's distant relative, Padre Elmo. Oh yeah. Where have you been this whole time? Father Elmo is meeting family for the first time here on Training Riolu. You guys are seeing a family reunion. Yo, it's so magical. Dang, the lag is pretty bad today. Usually it's not this bad. But I'm seeing how far away. That's funny. I don't know if I counted this one. Maybe. Oh yeah, I did. I counted it right away. Anyway, yeah. So for me, I know it's been kind of feeling off. Like today is kind of like there's a weird disruption in the day. And it's because I didn't get to see my friend this morning. I had this big conversation with Assassin over text, which was, I think, mostly good. It was a mostly good conversation. I was talking about like if we ever got to meet in person, I would try to be his wingman. You know, we'd have to go out. I'd try to find him a girlfriend. That was what we talked about. It's just me distorting realms outside. Don't worry about the lag. Okay, good. At least there's a reason. Yo, okay, thanks, Corruption. Thanks for putting my mind at ease. Because I was like, dang, dude. Guillotine is out to work though. He's putting in the work today. It just feels like very like distortion realm day. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are feeling that too, but Guillotine is out there. Yo, did anything happen with that earthquake in California? Are people okay, or was it just like a yeah, W Wingman, right? Yeah. I was like, come on, I feel like Assassin is very misunderstood, and I tried to understand his perspective. When I first started Pico Pals, I was like, man, this guy like, does he not like me? You know, it was kind of like that. And I think it just takes him a while to warm up to people, and I get that. But like, it's okay if people don't like me. Like, and it's okay if people don't like me for no reason either. Like, that's a distinction that I would make, because we started the Pico Pals. None of us knew anybody. None of us knew each other. So I was like, man, this guy, like, he just seems angry at me. And then like he would say stuff, and I was like, man, that seems offensive, or that seems wild. And then after we talked about like my impressions of him, we got a chance to kind of level with each other. Like I don't want to. I wouldn't want to tell anybody what to do, right? But like, I do want Training Riolu to have the chat, like the environment, to be inclusive, and I don't want, like, I was really worried about like some of the things, how it would be taken. And I know that like the last time I think Assassin was in Discord, and Snapesy was like helping us with something, Assassin said something like, "You idiot." When he's saying that, I know he's not calling Snapesy an idiot. He's just saying, like, that's like, for him it seems like a phrase, and but it could be taken completely the wrong way. So I was like, "Yo, Snapesy, no one's calling you an idiot." You know, like that's not what he means. But yeah, it was. I think sometimes he doesn't check himself, and I think also he has a tough time checking himself, getting there. Are you going to see Assassin talking to a girl and walk up to him and say, "Yo, thanks for the $50,000, King"? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I think it would go more like, I would go up to a girl and be like, "Hey, can you come and sit with me and my friend? Like, can you come and sit with me and my friend? It would mean a lot to me, and it would be amazing to get this guy socially charged up, man. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? I'd be honest. Let's get this guy socially charged up. That's what it would be like, more so. Real life. I know it won't work. You know, it probably won't work on some people, but it might work on the real ones. Don't know for sure. Let me ask Excadro real quick. Okay, yeah. I'm curious. Like, hopefully everyone's okay. I didn't feel any shaking up here in Washington. No earthquake here. And I don't think we're on the same fault line as California either. But we are on a volcano, which is kind of, I don't know if you guys knew that. But here in Washington State, there is a volcano, and if it does go off, there's a possibility that ash could like fill the sky. Yikes. Blot out the sun. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of neat. It was kind of a neat conversation. I found out that neither Luna or Assassin like drink alcohol. And I rarely drink alcohol, but I was saying like, "Yo, man, we could go out for a beer." Because that's typically, as far as my experience, the male bonding in my adult life has been like, let's go out and get a beer, right? Like, let's go to a bar and get a beer. So male social bonding is that. I don't typically like to drink, so I don't have a lot of male friends that I bond with. But I learned that basically in the Navy. I didn't drink until I started. I didn't start drinking until I was in the Navy, and I made a lot of friends being more social while with having a beer in my hand. And I think that's that's a signal people are looking for out in the bar. Even dating, if you have a beer in your hand, whether you're drinking it or not, people will be more likely to talk to you in the bar which I don't know if that's true for you guys, but I would say that's at least true for me. If I have a beer in my hand, people are willing to talk. What? I don't know why that's a thing. But yeah, that's a good idea, Father Elmo. Yo, that's a smooth transition. That is smooth. Thanks for the $50,000, King. I'd have to say euros, otherwise he'd probably try to correct me. Thanks for the 50,000 euros, King. And then take off. Just pat him on the back. Yeah. I see it, Father. Oh, I see that working. I liked Spider-Verse. The shoulder. What is it? The shoulder. I'm gonna be right back real quick. Okay, yeah. Don't worry. We're just talking about like hitting on girls, so fair enough. I don't blame you. But I liked in the Spider-Verse, like Uncle Aaron's like, you ever do the shoulder tap or whatever? And it's like, hey, yeah. Hey. And then Miles Morales made it all weird. That was pretty great. Yo, that was a good scene, man. The Spider-Verse is some good movies. Seven, 8, 9. Okay, we're here. We made it. We made it to 7, 8, 9. This could be the one. This could be it. if I get it, I'll open up 3 packs for you guys. But yeah, if we don't get it on this one and we get it like on 790 or somewhere between 790 and 800, I'll open up 1 pack. 1 pack of cards and maybe we could pull some hits. Come on. Oh my god, dude. This bird is... That's why Zapdos is the king, man. He's more patient than I am. He's a lot more patient than me. He's like, I don't have to be shiny. I'm not in a hurry. All right. Well, we didn't get it on 789 either. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So after this stream, I'm going to hop into Pokemon Legends ZA. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to shiny hunt a Knackley for Saturday's chat battles. So there's some insight into my team. And then I've got 3 other Pokemon that I need to hunt. And I'm excited for... I think I'm more... honestly, I'm more excited to battle in Saturday's chat battles than I am to battle in the tournament. Yes, I did. I did cause damage and several minor injuries, which that wasn't part of the plan. Aw, dang. Dang, Giratina. You're so powerful. You don't even know your own... You're like a puppy, dude. Like, you don't even know your size, right? You don't even know your own strength. But you'll, like, jump up. You'll land. Your claw digs into the skin. Yeah, the earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, I picked up what you were putting down, dude. I thought I was playing along. I thought I was playing along. Oh, man. Dang, that sucks. Several minor injuries, but damage to like some property damage. Well, hopefully people heal up. They're okay. But I'm glad they're minor injuries, yeah. Nobody was killed. But it was the plan to like I know that there's a lot of people that like want that fault line to like crack open and like slide into the sea. I grew up in California, so I don't want anything to happen to my home state, you know what I mean? I love where I grew up. I'm really happy. I think my education was incredible. I had a great education. Even though being a kid, right? I didn't really care about my education then. But I grew to value the education that I had because I learned a lot and it's paid off over time. And forgot to mention, it caused power outages. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, so there's probably some backup generators. California's pretty good. PG&E is a big electric company in California, and while they suck at prices and not taking care of their customers, they're also pretty efficient with their power. I'd say PG&E does pretty well for the most part as far as like keeping the electricity on. So I don't think the power outages will be too long. I think PG&E can handle it, yeah. Like they'll be okay. But yeah, power outages are dangerous. Like if power outages go for too long, it could put people in danger, especially like people who rely on power for like breathing or keeping life sustaining equipment. So typically though, hospitals, places that house life sustaining equipment will have like backup generators. The several minor injuries from the earthquake wasn't part of the plan. My bad. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you weren't intending on hurting anybody. But I was gonna ask, is the plan to like to separate the state from the country, and like California just drifts into the ocean? I know, like I've seen people like play around with that idea. Like there's cartoons, there's music from people that have made music about it. Like what's the song that's like Arizona Bay? I'll meet you down in Arizona Bay. Learn to swim. Yeah. That's do you guys like rock and roll? Yo, what kind of music do you guys like? I like all kinds of music. Like I think one of the baddest soundtracks from anything was probably like Into the Spider-Verse. Like that was just like such a vibe. PG&E sucks. Does New York have PG&E too? It sucks. It really does not take care of their customers, but I think they're efficient at creating electricity. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they take care of people. They gouge prices. They make it hard for people to fucking afford to live. Shad Ven fan, good luck again. Yo, thanks, man. You're doing all right? Okay, yo, I'm glad you're all right. Hell yeah. It's Wednesday. Are you excited for the latter part of the week, the end of the week? Shad Ven fan, we're doing chat battles on Saturday, and I have a tournament that's happening on Friday. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you're privy to that information. On Friday, we're gonna have an early stream though. It's gonna be 10 o'clock my time. I mean 10 o'clock my time. Come on, Zapdos. We got 4 more resets for the end of this stream. Until the end of this stream. Please show up, Shiny Man. It would be great to start on... Who's hosting the tourney? Bolts is hosting the tourney. Yes, ma'am. I think Dialga in the chat. He took the last slot of typing. Bolts was saying, I don't know what would happen if somebody beyond 18 decided to join. And I was like, just respin the wheel. Respin the typing wheel. So, with that being said, if that's what he ends up doing, I think you can still sign up. It's my profession? Okay. All right, yeah. I was an electrician in the military. PG&E is a big client of yours. Okay, yeah. As a corporate, entity, they're shit. But they do provide electricity, and I think that they're efficient at providing electricity. What's up, Snapesy? What's up, Snapesy? Yo, what happened today? There's something I was talking about, Snapesy, and you said something in the chat. Oh, dude, you got that shiny Moltres, baby. Hell yeah. I'm gonna corrupt the tournament. Okay. With your normal type Pokemon, you're just gonna come in and be like, look at this. You're gonna normalize everybody, dude. You could, that would be hella funny. You could go into the tournament and just use normalize on all the Pokemon. They become normal type Pokemon, and none of their typings matter anymore. That would be that would be fucking hilarious. Today is Argentina soccer player Lionel Messi's birthday. Wow. Okay, happy birthday, Messi. I know you're beloved by worldwide. Happy birthday to Messi. Yeah, PG&E. A lot of electric companies are kind of are pretty shysty. I guess if you're a conglomerate of people's necessities, right? Then you can probably screw people over. No, I'm gonna corrupt and distort the tournament with your Giratina. Are you gonna use Earthquake on the tournament? You're gonna cause minor injuries and blackouts. Don't do it. Be careful, corruption. I don't want a minor injury. I want to come and stream with you guys. Yeah, so after stream, I'm going to work on my team for Friday, and I'm going to try and get all the shinies for Saturday. I have 4 shinies to get, and I guess I'm going to give hints on what my team is going to end up being. But the hint today was that I'm going to catch a shiny Nacli for chat battles. Okay. All right. We're at 800. We're going to reset one last time for the stream. Oh, normalize just boost damage for normal. Okay. But you know what I mean, right? Like he's going to go in and just like turn all the Pokemon into normal type Pokemon. And he's just going to mess with he's going to disqualify people. If you go in and you change the typing of other Pokemon, can't Kecleon do that? Can't Kecleon go in and change the typing of other Pokemon? Excadrill used Earthquake, and it wasn't part of the plan to cause minor injuries. I know. Okay, it was Excadrill. It wasn't Giratina. Okay. But yeah, you brought Excadrill up from the Distortion realm, and then Excadrill was blaming Giratina. Okay. Giratina was just watching. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me today. I have to get ready for Saturday's chat battles with you guys. And I need to get movesets going on my team. I don't know if I'm going to be ready by the end of the night. But I need to kind of like see what we're doing for an electric team. With the options that are in Champions. Yeah, if you haven't looked that up, it's not a huge list of Pokemon. It's not a very big list of Pokemon. Color change was just changes its type based on what moves it was early in early day Protean. Oh, okay. Man, Snapesy isn't there a way? Oh, whoops! I'm not resetting. Okay. Isn't there a way to... I feel like there's a way to, like, change people's typings. That's what I'm getting at, though. Like, I think it'd be funny if somebody came in and just came in and changed people's typings and disqualified the other Pokemon. They're supposed to be on a blank team, like a water team, but you go in and change their typing to like fairy or something, and then they're disqualified because they're fairy type Pokemon. Alright. That's gonna be it for me today. Yo, GG's. It was a fun stream. We didn't get the shiny. So yo, I've been saying from day one, I think it's gonna be between 800 and 900. But tomorrow, my plan for tomorrow is to do a 2-hour stream with you guys. So we'll go from 800 to 1,000, and we'll get to 1,000. That's the plan. But that's gonna be it for me. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. Don't forget to level up. I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.